And we are live again. Guys, continuing where we left off with World of Warcraft last time, we managed to help the friends here in the dream with some problems that were arising due to primalist influences, most certainly caused by Faraka, of course, and his arrival in the dream. And today we are going to do the last couple of quests of the story campaign of the dream. More specifically, we will talk to Scenarios, a legendary figure, a legendary character who is very important to the lore of Warcraft, especially those of you who have played Warcraft 3 will know him. He was killed by the fell-tainted orc, the red-skinned ones in Warcraft 3. But, due to the nature of the dream, rose again and he's back. And now we're gonna talk to him. So let's just jump right in. So, there he is. Isn't he enormous? He's huge, isn't he? Let's go. So, I think we'll do one after another. Let's start with the Dryad Garden. Valon, there is a situation I'm personally concerned about. A garden cared for by my kin, the Dryads, has suffered from growing pains amidst Amyrdrasil's growth. An overwrought druid currently tends to the garden, but I suspect he will need more assistance than he has requested. Please assist him in his task on my behalf. Of course I will. So, what's he saying? I'm glad that you will be assisting the Dryads, Valon. This is a matter close to my heart. Dude, don't worry about it, of course. So, let's just change the audio. I think you guys should be hearing it better now. And now we'll fly over to that garden. By the way, this is the coolest add-on ever. It's so awesome. Dragon Rider is its name, and it allows you to see the acceleration. Ephedrus, one of the Dryad icons, is missing. What? But I counted all of them. Twice! I must have lost track when that glade hind rammed me from behind. I will take care of it. They're my responsibility. I just need a free moment to search. Okay. Aside from helping the garden acclimate to the roots of the world tree, the Dryads here have had few tasks for me thus far. Ephedrus sighs and looks across the garden. Until today. The Dryad Garden. Cenarius himself sent you? Wonderful. We need the help. We must find that Dryad acorn, okay? Let's start then. There's 2 quests he has for us. Let's see what Ephedrus needs done or what he needs helping with. There is an acorn, they said earlier, that is missing. What the fuck is that? What's that about? Acorn. I mean, that's something a tree drops, right? It's like full of seedlings, and from those new trees grow and all of that. Like, how's that even related to Dryads? Like, do they lure them out with them or something? Let's see. Grousing Garden. The sanctuary has been overrun. The roots of the world tree have grown alongside this garden, but it seems the wildlife have grown uncomfortable with the change. Please, help them get out their restless energy. Perhaps, tired out, they will relax in this space again.
Be careful. Goddess, watch over you.
And the pine shrew panic. With the garden in such disarray, the pine shrews here are hoarding seeds. Important seeds. Seeds we've spent a lot of time caring for and teaching. A gentle shake will release the seeds properly. Please, hurry before they run off with any more.
Good luck, friend.
If you happen to see a dream acorn in your pine shrew toss, don't let it get wet at all. We don't have time for that. Uh-huh. Is this like a gremlin thing? Don't feed it after midnight? Or don't let it get wet? What the hell is happening? Let's find out. Oh, it's right behind us, actually. What we need to do. So, let me check my quests. Pine shrew seeds shaken. A fidgety glade fawn. Oh, look at... Oh, shit. I was just about to admire the little one, and you guys ruined it. Man, they can take it. 500,000 HP. What the hell are these? Okay, the wildlife is tired out. Oh, it's so cute. Little noises it makes. Another glade hind. Of course, always trigger Starfall. When you have enough of that energy here, it actually allows you to damage them passively. Pine shrew seeds shaken. Oh, we are actually spinning. We are spinning the hedgehog around. Big Snaggleclaw squeaks with shock and indignation. Big Snaggleclaw, what a name. And what about you? Okay, another one loosened. Oh. Big bad bear. An agitated bristle ruin or something. I didn't get to read it properly. Another seed snatcher. Come on. Fidgety glade fawn. There you go. Get away, little one. I'll take care of this bear. Okay, and now I only need to shake some more pine shrews, like those hedgehogs. Let's transform into an owl. Oh, there's one. Okay. Another one. Okay, that's all of them. Oh, big Snaggleclaw retrieved. Okay. Let's go there.
dream beneath the trees. Find your own trail.
What brings you here? Till next we meet. Alone light your path. How may I help? Goddess, watch over you. Hello. Be careful. May the stars guide you.
Many people like that. In case of my character, it's probably something related to Teldrassil.
Good luck, friend.
I think that's enough. You've led an interesting life, Valon.
Can I assist you?
You regularly engage in combat and you solve problems. Sometimes for yourself, sometimes for others. That honestly does not sound too far from my experience with Dryads. I think Dionysa will be fine.
Till next we meet.
Okay. The family business. I was charged with imparting knowledge on every Dryad seed. Dionysa will have retained all of my teachings, but she will be unpracticed in implementing them. Since it seems you are practiced at completing tasks, you will show Dionysa the ropes. A group of lashers have grown strangely restless in the twisting wood just outside the garden. Collect some of their hearts so we can discern what happened to them.
Illuminate your path.
I will study your every move, Guardian. Hey, yeah! Okay. Hey, that's a cool spear. One of my characters has a similar one, but a different color. That's a good one.
The call of the wild. Rest until you awaken.
Dionysa's connection to scenarios gives her the ability to grow plants, but she needs space to practice. The stirred-up wildlife here will be in your way. The twisting wood nearby will have plenty of space with far fewer hooves. Melirin smiles. Her eyes shine with intensity. If she gets poisoned by a podling, don't worry. Dryads are immune to poison. You are not. Well, yikes. Thank you, lady.
Heal and grow.
Okay, I guess then we are ready to let Dionysa experience the world for a bit. Look at her go. Already wielding a spear. Let's go. Follow me. 200 yards that way. So poison will be a problem. And taking out some plants, eh? Let's go. Yeah, look at her. Valiantly fighting by our side. That's a lasher heart. What's this? Flowers grown. Here then. Easy enough. There you go. Very well done. Something's off. These flowers should be bigger. Huh, interesting. Yeah, they do seem a bit... I mean, they're taller than I am, but the ones we saw earlier at the altar was definitely taller. Let's take out all of them at once. And now we only need two more of these hearts, and the rest is just planting seeds on for flowers. Let me eviscerate the next one, Guardian. Okay. Try this one. Come on, you can do it. Seems to be the same height as the previous one. But we still have some more attempts to go, so let's try that.
I need a target.
Okay. So far the poison doesn't seem to affect me. At least I don't see it in the debuff bar. So, flowers grow. Okay. What? The soil must be weak, or perhaps I need to be stronger. Okay. We'll just keep trying until it works. Wait, where's the next mound? Over there. Okay. Now we don't need them really, so we'll just defeat them as fast as we can. So try it again. I mean, yeah, you're trying. Let's try this one then. Come on. Try again. I will win, you plants. Seems to be the same height still. Ah, that stench. I smell it on the potlings too. They have poisoned this place.
Life is all around us.
What do we do next? How many quests do you complete in a day? How many quests involve stabbing things? Dionysa adjusts her grip on her spear. I might have a favorite kind of quest. The family business.
Where you will.
The druid Creekward told me lashes tend to lie in wait for their prey. I'm glad these are not. Makes the fight more interesting.
Rest until you awaken.
These hearts smell awful, almost as awful as those potlings with the sharp little teeth.
Wander where you will.
Guardian, if the potlings are poisoning the ground here, then that large growth with the incredible stench over there needs pruning.
Heal and grow.
Oh, it's a big one. Guardian, these potlings have been poisoning the lashes, and now they have twisted that mandragora. If we do not stop it, it will spread the poison to the garden. This must be what had the wildlife in the garden so disturbed. They were on the verge of invasion. Let us kill it. That is what you have prepared me for. A dire quest.
Your own trail.
Okay, then. She wants to fight. Let's fight. A second growth. These creatures are delightfully violent. Okay, Dionysa definitely has a penchant for fighting. Guardian, watch out! Come on. And there you go. Ha! Tasty feed, plant. Now, pull out that poison. Return to Dionysa and the root-bound sanctuary. That was unpleasant. Oh, I'm feeling better already, see? Just like Mellorin taught me. Okay. Shall we return now? I can't wait to show her. I'll meet you back at the garden. Let's go then. So, our first outing went well, I say. So, let's see what they have to say. I mean, she has somewhat violent tendencies, but that doesn't have to mean anything.
Walk gently on the earth.
Okay. The druid Crickward mostly tends to the Dryad seeds, it seems. And there's not much he does aside from talking to them all day in that wearisome voice. Mellorin is the lead gardener here. I take all my orders from her, Dionysa smiles brightly. But your orders will always come first, Guardian. Oh, how did you decide on your name so quickly, Dionysa? Dionysa laughs impatiently. The druid Crickward told me all sorts of things while I was in Acorn. He would non-stop talking about this one dreadful poet. I do not know what he was trying to teach me with that story. But I learned to like the name of their greatest rival, Dionysa. Okay. How did you get here again? The druid Crickward tells me he lost my acorn in the garden, then you dropped it into a puddle. All dryads come from the dream acorns, but not all dream acorns house dryads, Dionysa grins. I'm glad my acorn was in your hands, Guardian. Okay. Poisonous promotion. Hey, Guardian. Whoops, I don't think that's what it's supposed to sound like, but hey, that's what we're doing now. I have never felt more alive than with a spear in hand, Dionysa smiles in a way that bears all of her teeth. Thank you for your guardianship.
Wander where you will. Rest until you awaken. Life is all around us.
The druid Crickward. Let's see what he has to say. Guardian or teacher? Parent? I want you to tell me what to call you. The other dryads will ask me who my druid is now that I'm working in the garden of my own. I want to tell them that I do not have a druid. I have you. Tell me what title you prefer. Oh. Commander, Guardian. I mean, let's go with Father. Technically, I brought her into this world.
Heal and grow. Walk gently on the earth.
What an excellent title. I will use it as often as I can. Thank you.
Find your own trail.
So I think I collected this on another character. Let me check. Okay, let's leave it at this for now. I think there's nothing more to use. So, this was that quest.
Answer the call of the wild. Rest until you awaken.
Aside from helping the garden acclimate to the roots of the world tree, the Dryads here have had a few tasks for me thus far. Ithidris sighs and looks across the garden. Until today. What are dream acorns? All acorns in the dream are imbued with great magic. Most are nebulous and can be used in rituals, spells, and much more. Some are descended from great ancients and retain the memories of all their ancestors. They become ancients themselves upon being planted. And some are dryads, like the ones we care for here. Do all dryads grow from seeds? Yes, but not just any seeds. They are dryad acorns unique to the dream. This garden is one of the several where they are raised. It only takes a splash of water for them to sprout, as you have seen. Ithidris grimaces at Dionysa, and then they immediately imprint on the first person they see. I see. We caretakers of this grove will have many, many tasks for you, Druid, should you survive. Melrin tilts her head and smiles. Okay, so this is the first quest of scenarios done. Let's talk to Dionysa before we leave. Oh, now she says, but your orders will always come first, father. Okay. Oh well. I told her to call me that, so it's fine. And now we return. Let's just hand this one quickly in. It's just some weekly stuff. Probably nothing worth... Oh, wait. This is better? This is better. Yeah, let's go with this one. The Konzu query. Champion. I understand we were unable to convince Konzu to join us. However, we need all the aid we can gather. You must discover why they refuse to aid us and convince them of the right path. Konzu and I have a rather strained relationship. Your efforts could bear more fruit. I hear Konzu has built a nest near Shiver Snap Grove. Would you go and approach them? So, Konzu, that must be another wild god. Doesn't look like he has a lot to say about Konzu, so let's go. Ah, you see Konzu, do you? Dreamkin, follower of Konzu. I do actually. Look at all these owls. So many different colors. I love this owl model, honestly. It looks kind of cool. It looks both serene and mischievous. I don't know how else to describe it. And it's strange. Like it's very enigmatic too. And there's something threatening about it. I don't know what, but something about it is unnerving. And I like that. It all works well together. There's this kind of sense of mystique about it. So, Konzu said a visitor would come, bearing offerings, I hope. You seek an audience with Konzu, but bring no offerings? One doesn't just walk up and speak to the Loa of Change. Wait, what? This is a Loa? Which makes sense, but still, I'm impressed. I'm afraid you must first prove your worth that time. The friends of Konzu have been granted 100 questions by the lower him themselves. You must prove your wit and answer each of them true. Return to me if you answer all 100. Then perhaps you'll earn an audience. Friends of Konzu, a new one wishes to answer the questions. Whoa, whoa, holy shit, there's so many. What the hell? Konzu, Konzu. They all chant. They're all friends of Konzu. Look, there's so many. What the fuck? There is so many of them. And I have to answer all their questions. Okay, this is one of the craziest quests yet. Let's talk. My secrets are sought by many, but all eventually find me. What am I? Life, the dragons, fate. I think fate. Yes. Yes. Konzu, oh, a smart one. Okay, next one. Who's responsible for the Wildkin's creation? Elune? The Winter Queen? Lunara? Cenarius? Not sure. Cenarius? Is it Elune? I don't know who Lunara is right now. And it can't be the Winter Queen. Let's click Cenarius. Let's see what happens. That isn't correct. Let me try again. Elune. That's correct. Righto. Oh, yeah. Right. Okay. Who speaks within a dream to you, but in waking holds their tongue? In waking holds their tongue. Ysera, the druids, and Moonkin Fate. I think. A Moonkin? Yes. That's correct. Yay, everybody's cheering. Next, you. What protects but also imprisons? Stasis, the maw, a cage, time. Does time protect? I'm inclined to say a cage, but then time. Also incorrect. Stasis? Oh, I'm stunned. That's enough. This is taking far too long. Were you really going to answer 100? What do you want? Holy shit, so this is the big boss. This is Konzu. The lower of change. Holy shit. Konzu's enormous.
What a fascinating creature.
Oh, cool voice. You were actually going to answer 100 questions? I just assumed that would make you go away. Next time, I raise it to 1,000 questions.
Goodbye, and hello, as always.
Konzu's perception. You have many questions, and I have many worries. Such pressing worries. An interloper, a rude disruptor of our joyous day. How I worry so, if only someone could confront this trespasser. Wait, you could do it for me. It's a win-win. You go confront this trespasser and I answer your questions. I've tracked them down to a cave in the north. Surely you can handle them.
You've been frightfully predictable.
Dude, did you see how his neck extended? Oh my god, I love this. How does he react when I transform? Look, I'm one of you now. I actually look cooler than them. Anyway, let's go. I look way cooler. What's over here? The interloper. Haha! It is you! You are the one that does not belong! What the fuck? Well, now that that has been established, I feel we are on the same page. Come back to my nest. Did I just get pranked? They just punked me, dude. Oh no. I got got. Nah. I kinda like Konzu though. It's kinda cool. Pranksters, all of you.
Oh, is this your dream? Oh my.
Ah. Oh, come now. That was funny. Don't look so cross.
Wait until you see what happens next.
Truly, your questions are important to me. Alas, I'm simply too distracted. These potlings, nasty little ones. I'm sure you've seen them. They're encroaching upon my nest and just a total nuisance. Bothering myself and my friends. The nerve. Here's my feather. Why don't you go change these nuisances into something less bothersome?
Getting lost is the best way to find things.
Weakened potlings transmogrified. Okay, let's do this. So these must be those potlings. I need to weaken them and then transmogrify them, right? Now weakened again. Boom. Transmogrified into a fairy dragon. Or fey dragon, or whatever you call them. Okay. Quick AoE. And this Umbral Claw Forager. The owlbear. I don't have time to deal with that one right now. Oops, I killed that one. I didn't mean to. I was too weakened. Didn't pay attention for a second there. Okay, now let's kill this one. And 6 out of 8. Yes. Dude, I love the hoot that the owl makes when I fly. I love that sound. Okay. And now we report our success.
Things are not what they seem.
You again? You did what? Oh, yes, that's fine.
You've been frightfully predictable.
Ah, that's much better. Now I can think. What did you want again? Oh, yes, questions. Ask away if you must.
Getting lost is the best best way to find things?
Go ahead then. Ask your questions. Okay. I'll read out all of these. How old are you? Where have you been? Why do you call yourself Loa? Have you been in the dream this whole time? What do you have the power to change? So what's the deal with all the drinking? Do you know Boom Sandy? Are you always this annoying? Are you just going to answer or are you actually going to answer or are you just going to what do I do? How old are you? Where have you been? Where have you been? You see, the problem is that I've already lived my own life. As such, I find recounting these things quite redundant, repetitive, boring. If you really care to know so much about my life, why don't you ask the other ones? The wild gods, I mean. I'm sure they have plenty of stories about me. Let's go then.
You see what happens next.
Okay, let's go and talk to the other wild gods. Let me mount my dragon. It's faster. Let's go. Let's go and report to scenarios. Konzu told me to ask other people about their story. As expected, I should not have expected them to make anything easy. I can think of a few folk who might know more about Konzu's past. I believe Konzu has some mystery with Aviana. Perhaps she may be able to shed some light. Isera would also certainly have much to say, but she's quite busy. Esina, however, is close with Isera. Perhaps she knows something. A denizen of the dream would be my final suggestion. A Dryad, perhaps. Okay. Got it. So. Let's go and talk to Esina. Oh, wait, let's talk to the Dryads here, the gossiping ones.
Answer the call of the wild.
Do you know anything about Konzu?
Wonder where you will.
Konzu, the wild god? Of course, the wild god. Do you know any other Konzu? I heard they're demanding to be called a lower these days. That is so like them. Could never settle. Weren't they imprisoned by Isera? No. I heard they were spending time hidden among mortals. Perhaps that's why they were picked up lower. Perhaps that's why they picked up lower. Wonder what else they picked up there. Okay, I understand. So they aren't really lower. That's just a phase. Over here is someone. Who's this? A huge wisp. Esina. Yes, Druid. Do you know anything about Konzu? Konzu, ah yes, Isera is quite familiar with that one. As familiar as one can be with such a creature. I'm afraid I know little for certain, but I believe that Konzu has always been in the dream. There were once rumors that they dug their way out. Preposterous. They can change many things, but they cannot change the nature of this place. Aviana, mistress of the mother tree.
Those who harm my children will pay.
What do you require, mortal? Do you know anything about Konzu? Don't get me started on that good-for-nothing owl. Refusing our call to assist against the Druids of the Flame is not the first time they have shown cowardice in the face of evil. They claim that their domain requires them to stay out of such conflicts, but I find it convenient how their choices always lead to their own comfort. Surely they're up to their old tricks again. I'm still trying to figure out who allowed them back into the dream. I do not wish to speak about Konzo any longer. Be gone from me, mortal. Okay. I told him of the rumors I heard. Well then, those can't all possibly be true. Return to Konzu. See if they'll at least confirm or deny what you've heard. Okay then, let's return to Konzu. They're gone. You've got to be kidding me, man. There's a feather. Konzo and their followers have gone. This must be the answer they deemed you deserved, for now at least. Feather of Friends unlocks the Azure Somnol form customization option in the barber shop. Grants the perfect amount of reputation with the Dream Wardens, and some other stuff. I got 1 reputation point. And 95. And 16. It's so random. And 190. And 9. And now I got Insight of Konzo. Grants the best amount of reputation with the Dream Wardens. What is that? 771, wow. And now I get Feather of Friends. What does that one do? I think that's a new owl form. I'll check that out some other time. Interesting. Okay, cool. Now I have 2 owl forms that I can transform into. For now, let's return to Scenarius, see what he has to say. Let's hand in this quest as well. Got some stuff.
Life is all around us.
By the way, can I get something from her?
On the earth. Rest.
Doesn't look like it. Okay. Always keep that in mind when you do these. Don't skimp on the weeklies. I still got a hand in this one. I have to plant some dream seeds. Okay. Sky Mother's Ire. We received reports that the Druids of the Flame have established another staging ground just south of the Eye of Ysera. Unfortunately for them, the incursion point has disrupted the local winged wildlife and drawn the ire of the Mother of Flight. Speak with Aviana and lend her your aid. We will need her eyes and wings in the battle to come. Okay, this is bad. Let's go and help Aviana. I have no doubt my old friend has established a roost above the invasion point. Find her to the east. I'm on my way to help her. So where could she be? She must be nearby. Oh, over there. Ah, if I can get that thing, then I should be able to get up fairly easily. By the mother tree. What do you care what they are doing? Fascination, my precious friend, is the only reason I care. Change comes to the dream, and you're not the least bit curious? Curious! I've watched them and their sycophantic leaders burn Hyjal. I will not let them. Aviana shifts her furious gaze from the law of change to Valon as he approaches. Oh, a friend. Mine or yours?
Speak, mortal.
I expected scenarios would send some support eventually, but this foolish ground-dwelling Loa? Aviana taps her talon in annoyance as she gives Konzo a side-eyed glare.
Reborn.
Aviana's eyes narrow as she watches the druids of the flame far below. Konzo may be content with letting these heretics destroy the very fabric of the dream, but I am not. Bring me scraps of their armor stained with blood as the proof of your deed. Do not hold back, Valon. Remember what these heathens are capable of. I guess I changed her voice again. My problem is consistency when I do the voices.
Who's supposed to be here?
Things are not what they seem. Isn't that exciting? Why are you called a Loa, mate? Why are you a night elf? Why are you called a druid? It's who you are, Loa is who I am. It's what I was called by my first devotees, and it's what I have chosen to embrace. Konzo swivels the great head around, the eyes narrowing in a cheeky expression. Mystery is certainly delightful, isn't it?
Goodbye.
Man.
And hello, as always.
I have met and aided many spirits of the wilds, and those that worship them. You, however, are new. Doesn't that make this all the more exciting? An unfamiliar droplet in an ocean of ordinariness. The wild gods, the august celestials, even the many Loa you are familiar with. Instead of perceiving me through the lens of what is known, consider an alternative. The tree of life is vast, crown reaching high and her roots sinking deep, and you, Archdruid, have only seen a few of her many branches.
Way to find things.
Konzo's quandary. You again. Well, you must be here to help, correct? Absolutely you are. Why would you not? This development is so exciting. What could these desolating druids be up to? Fortunately, a few of my friends have infiltrated the druids. I'm sure they have quite a story to tell. Go forth, my curious companion, and bring back exciting news.
What happens next?
Okay then, let's find out. Whoops, I transformed too late. Okay, let's heal first. A searing herbalist. I need 20 bloodied armor scraps, that's quite a lot. But they don't have a lot of health, so it's fine. Asphodel research notes. You find some singed research notes on the slain druid. The notes detail experiments being carried out by the druids of the flame. You learn that they have created an unusual pollen capable of infusing dream flora with their flame-imbued magic. The next stage targets the local wildlife with this same pollen. Konzo would definitely be interested in a sample of the pollen and these notes. You will not interfere with our research. You will not stop the pollen spread. Our work will not be stopped. We shall see about that, my dear Druid of the Flame. The Prophet's vision will come to pass. Your corpse will fertilize our experiments. The priestess promised our future. The priestess? Ash wrote research binder. Cinder Poland, there's a sample. There's one of Konzu's people. It is one of his friends, Flame the Sky Streamkin. Konzu's interested in what you have learned about the druids. Konzu, the dreamless druids come, but they no burn. They watch the plants. They change the plants. I report this to Konzu. Konzu. So, yeah, it's not burning, but mutating them or changing their nature, eh? Your efforts will not be what? I've seen already how unscrupulous the Druids of the Flame are, so nothing what they say matters. Remember how they killed the siblings, the elven siblings that we saved. I've forgotten their names, but I'll show them to you later if I remember. And I only need 2 more armor scraps and we're done. Chardrin will have your head. Who the hell is Chardrin? Their leader, probably. The warmth fades. The fiery dreamkin looks at you in surprise. What have you found? They harvest the seeds and roots with the fire, but fire no burn. Fire blooms. Interesting. Through dream and flame, a fledgling flower. It sprouts and blooms, blooms of destruction. Huh. I get the point. It burns, the flowers peak, burns, from roots through petals, the fires bloom. I report this to Konzu. Fire from Poland's to wind, the Poland soars. From blooms to wind, the Poland soars. Through beasts and plants, the burning spreads. Sigh. Konzu, got it. Okay, and last but not least, we report everything to those two. Let's mount my dragon again. That's faster.
What a fascinating creature.
I found this bundle of flame pollen in the research notes with the Druids of the Flame. Konzu peers at the note, reading it in full before sniffing at the back of pollen. How intriguing! Not only have these Druids created a new type of plant, but they are using its pollen to cross-pollinate other dream plants. How curious! It makes you wonder what kind of effect this has on the local wildlife. Or perhaps a lower? Only one way to find out, isn't there? Wait, hold on.
Frightfully predictable.
Wait, what are you? Konzu, no. He just ate it. This pollen, this change is boring, predictable. This isn't change. Pah. Aviana stares at the law of change in disbelief. Have you gone mad? Sadly, no, but this does change things.
Things are not what they seem. Goodbye. And
Konzu blinks slowly. Konzu blinks slowly as they stare down at you.
getting lost is the best way to find things.
That was devastatingly mundane. Soot and ash, forever unchanged? Konzu shakes their enormous head. No, I do not like.
Wait until You see what happens.
Okay, guys, we will read these notes in just a second.
Goodbye. And
Well, now, this is interesting, isn't it? Konzu shudders as they tap their feet rapidly in excitement. You must be fascinated by this too, Valon. Oh, how silly of me. Of course you are.
frightfully predictable. The skies are my domain, mortal.
Before we talk to Aviana, let's read. Ashwood Research Binder. As you open the disorganized Ashwood binder, you flip to an official-looking letter marked with a sigil you've never seen. We've received word from the priestess to begin our work and prepare for the arrival in the dream. Now is the time to embrace our inevitable future. We will remind our people that fire and life can coexist. Attached to this missive, you will find instructions to carry out until our allies have finished their preparations. The dawn of our triumph is upon us. Soon, all we have worked for and all that we have accomplished will bear fruit. From the ashes we are born, upon flames we ascend. Ferodan Dawncaller. Page 2. Attached to the previous page, you find the second note scrawled in a harsher hand signature. You are assigned to Lunadane on the western shores. Our new allies will require a demonstration of our expertise with fire and nature. The local blossoms will do nicely. Show our new benefactors the power we hold over flame and nature. I will oversee the distribution of the needed supplies from our contacts in Valdraken. Expect delays in our herb shipments. I am staggering our purchases and shipping lines to evade detection from the consortium and other watchful eyes. On the Dragonites, Overseer Chardrin. You flip to an inventory page with several bills of sale bearing the mark of the Artisans Consortium. New Cinderbloom, 2 crates, new variant harvested from Hygel, low supply due to supply line conflicts. Marmolia, 10 crates, blah blah blah. Okay, all kinds of fiery flora and fauna. You stop on a page with many messy notes scrawled all over it. The bow blossoms in these parts of the plains are remarkable. They are rife with such potent life energies. It was difficult to set them aflame, but even when doing so, the blossoms regenerated rather quickly from the center of the flower. I wonder if it has anything to do with the proximity of the dream portal. Our efforts to imbue the blossoms with living flame continue, but their resistance to change has halted our progress. New Cinderbloom properties have inspired ideas on how to approach the infusion of these blossoms. Success! Upon observing the rapid burning and regrowing of the Cinderbloom petals when ignited, my cohorts and I attempted a mirrored approach with the bow blossoms. The notes continue on the next page. Final flame blossom infusion. Infuse the petals on the blossoms with enough flame to spark ignition. When the regeneration from the center of the flower begins, sequence several channels of flame into the central stamen. Overloading the regenerative portions of the bow blossoms resulted in utter suffusion of the flowers, turning them into flora of living flame. Further inspection reveals these flame blossoms refuse to die. Rumors are going around that another group has captured a Dream Guardian and will be transporting it to these ruins. I wonder what they found. There's sketches and hard-to-read notes. You stop on a page with a formal note in the same eloquent hand script you saw earlier in the book. My faithful students, as our kin continue to convert other guardians of the dream in preparation for our invasion, I'm faced with a daunting logistical problem. Every druid we dedicate to converting and infusing the denizens of the dream with flame is one less druids we have in our ranks to take the world tree once we open the way. If we are to turn the very forests of the dream to our cause, we cannot hope to convert hundreds or thousands of lesser creatures by sheer force alone. Fortunately, I have been inspired by your success with the blossoms in Lunadane. Once our forces have entered the dream, a select few of you will begin your study on the local flora of the realm. I believe the secret of unifying nature and fire can be found within the dream itself. If we can infuse the flowers and plants of the dream into specimens of living flame, then we can help usher in the new dawn the prophet has promised us. We are not here to burn or sear the beasts and flowers and trees of this pristine realm. We are here to change them. Our future and the future of this world depends on our mission. In flames we ascend, Firodan Dawncaller. Our experiment was a success. The flame pollen of our newly created specimens have proven viable means. The flame infusion, blah blah blah. The local wildlife responds well. However, the pollen have little to no effect on powerful spirits of the dreams. The Dryad Garden appeared to be affected. The more powerful, the more resistant. Okay. Understood. Let's talk to Aviana.
Winged children fill the skies. They are my eyes, my breath, my life.
Every minute they are left uncontested, another portion of the dream is lost to their heinous acts. Actions speak louder than inquiries, champion. Remember that next time your prey invades your homeland, Aviana shoots a cruel side eye towards Konzu.
Skies are my domain, mortal.
Aviana's gaze remains locked on Konzu for a moment, her brow furrowed. While I don't see eye to eye with Konzu's fascination for change, their incessant inquiry has unveiled a more deep-seated plot than originally suspected. Putting down the wildlife won't mean much if we don't tear out the root of the cause. Locate the burning asphodels in the glade below and tear them out.
Are you supposed to be here?
Appalling pollen. This cinder pollen doesn't evoke interesting change. It consumes all until nothing but ash remains. It brings uniformity, and I find that to be tragically stale. I am all for change, no matter the origin, but if this change stymies all future possibilities of further change, then it must be stopped. If creatures of the dream have been infected by this pollen, then they must be extinguished. This is not a flame that can be allowed to grow.
Goodbye, and hello, as always.
Tasting this flame pollen has given me a small glimpse into the terrible unchanging state that awaits these creatures. Take this charm and use my vision to see which creatures have been afflicted. You know what to do next. Uprooted asphodel. Okay, this one is afflicted. That's number one. Another one. But there should be easier targets. This looked like an elite. That bear, definitely. Cinder pollen beast. Another asphodel flower, uprooted as well. Only 4 more left. I might as well plant one dream seed here.
Thirok's primalists are terrorizing the local wildlife. Show them the error of their ways.
Where's the next one? Over here, maybe? Yep. This one, at least. I feel sorry for them. And done. So, whoops, that's the wrong one. I didn't mean to attack the good one. Now we're done.
I need to target something first.
I don't even feel like doing anything, but I need to mark the location so I can find this later to pick up my loot. I didn't put a single bit of Dream Dew into this, so yeah, probably won't yield any loot, but I don't care. I just want to get the weekly done. Come now, Aviana, it is credit due where credit is earned. Your penchant for fascinating in action has finally yielded fruit. Do try your best not to choke on it. You wound me, O Lady of the Birds. Do not mistake my curiosity for change, for meaningless inaction. Aviana twitches and ruffles her wings in aggravation.
Your dream or mine?
Imagine the lengths these agents of monotony had to go to in order to get me, the lower of change, to interfere with their dream-changing plot.
You've been frightfully predictable.
If the asphodels are allowed to spread their foul pollens unchecked, then the rest of the dream is in grave danger.
My winged children fill
Well done,
the
Valon.
skies.
I'll ensure Scenarios is made aware of the damage these weeds have inflicted. A few dryads would be able to clear up any remaining pollen or flowers you might have missed. Aviana's gaze drops to the druid of the flame incursion point directly below. All but one task remains now, champion.
Speak, mortal.
Oh, this is the overseer we read about in that book. Those research notes you brought, Konzu, made mention of the ones behind these foul experiments. The overseer, the one named Chardran, has been under our noses this whole time. He oversees their research station below us. If we are to permanently end their terrible experiments and disrupt their progress, then they must be made an example of. Okay, let's go. Mortal, your dedication through these discoveries has been something to behold. I'm almost a little proud to have set you on such heroics. Must this be always about you? Of course, Aviana, and this mortal already expects as much. As a friend of Konzu, they have come to know me quite well, or maybe not at all. Konzu blinks slowly as they regard you with a knowing nod. God, Konzu's weird. But enjoyably so. Let's go. You come too late, hero. Our work is already complete. Hiruden's vision will come too. Oh, that wasn't Hiruden, it was just an overseer. Looks like Konzu left.
Those who harm my children.
The overseer's dead then. Aviana gives you a curt nod of approval. Good. With children gone, their experiments destroyed, and their research brought to a halt, let us hope that the end of the twisted schemes is near. If you're wondering where Konzu swooped off to during your absence, don't ask. They weren't inclined to tell me. They mentioned something about being bored with the Agents of Uniformity. I'm sure they'll turn up again at some inopportune time.
Speak, mortal.
Okay. So, I don't have time for this. I have a quest to hand in. Let me just check first if there's something to be done with scenarios. I think this is probably just another weekly for the Super Bloom. I'll pick that one up. I'll do that off stream though, not on stream. Not something that you guys need to plague yourselves with. Like, doing it once is fun, but doing it more than that, it kind of gets boring. It gets old real quick, let me put it this way. Okay guys, this is cool. It looks like we actually managed to do all the side content here in this settlement. And now all that's left is the main storyline initiated through Merithra. Okay. I think this is where I'll stop this stream for today. And I think we managed to get in a tight 60 minutes, or what is it? No, 78 minutes. But hey, I think this was a beautiful conclusion to most of those side stories, and also it gives us a better idea of all the conflict going on in the dream right now. So we'll see where this leads. Anyway, thanks to anyone who's still watching this. I am having a blast making it, and I hope you enjoy watching it.